You're listening to the Straight for Good podcast. You decided to go what?
Full egg. Slick it
I'm
back.
trying to make my ponytail more visible because I can't stand not. I don't know.
Oh, just like the ponytails that are just back there.
Yeah.
It gives middle school to me. When they're so like not the low pony, but when it's like right in the back center.
Mm-hmm.
That's like how you pull it up as a little kid.
So how about my energy shifted because I checked the mail and I got a no-no letter from the HOA.
What did you do? Wait, let me guess. The only thing I can think of are your little lights hanging up.
It's not the lights, it's the freaking rocks. The egg rock.
You're joking.
No,
Is that the
I'm
one with the
not.
face?
No, I mean because she put down like egg rock over the pine straw. I
Oh.
freaking hate pine straw.
Why do they want you to have pine straw? That's not even cute.
It's not. And they want me to remove it. And I'm like, well, joke's on you because I'm not touching it.
What happens if you don't?
Oh, I'm sure they'll like find me or something. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't say I wasn't gonna have it removed. I said I'm not touching it.
Oh, I see.
That stuff is heavy.
I
And
mean, to be so nitpicky, shouldn't they have like a rule book explicitly stating what types
I
of stuff
told
you
them
can't
because
put?
I looked through the manual and I didn't see anything before we did it,
Hmm.
So I sent her an email and I was like, listen, show me where it says that.
Right.
I don't know.
You have to update us if she says anything back because that's ridiculous. That's
Now I'm just so pissed off that I have an HOA to begin with. Like,
yeah, because you don't have
now
like
I'm irritated.
as much freedom to do what you want, and that's
hmm
very annoying.
hmm Um, but no, I'm gonna blame it on my carpal tunnel. I've been having to wear braces for
Oh,
like a week and a
yeah.
half.
What happened with that? How did that start?
Well, because I've like had it before, and I actually don't even know if it's carpal tunnel or because there's a lot of different conditions that look like it, like
Mm.
tendonitis and stuff like that, or rheumatoid arthritis, like my dad has, so I don't know.
Oh no.
But I have to go to a hand specialist next week.
Really?
Yeah. So
So I wonder what can they do? Like different massages or something, like
I mean, the thing
exercises?
is, I've been doing stretches, I've had the braces, I've had ice packs, I've been like trying to do anything that I can, and it's actually better today. Um, but yeah, no, it's been a little bit rough. And you know what they do when they go to test for it?
What?
I think it's called an EMG, where they take a needle and poke you like all around your wrist to see where, like, what controls what in your hand.
Please no. That is so bad.
I hear it's painful. So I get to look
Oh,
forward to something like that, I'm sure.
no. I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh,
Yeah.
that
I
freaks me
know.
out just thinking about it.
I know, me too.
That
Me
sucks
too.
though. So what does it feel like? Is it just like a constant ache kind of?
Well, it's achy. It's been going up to my elbow.
Ooh.
So it's like my elbow hurts. And with all the typing that I do, it's just like impossible to give my hands a
Right.
rest. So
Oh my God. Well,
I
I
don't
hope
know.
it ends up being like some kind of simple fix to it.
Me too. God, I
Crazy.
really do. I don't want to do any more stuff. The celiac was enough for me. I don't want to have
Right.
to do anything else. Anyway,
Ooh, I'm just still thinking about the needle. It
I
freaks me
know.
out so
Yeah,
bad.
I'm not excited about that at all.
They had to back in the day, I think it was like fourth or fifth grade, they were trying to get some blood from me to test if I was anemic, and they couldn't find my vein in my arm. And that nurse, she kept poking and poking, and I'm like screaming and crying. Like, please stop. Like, I don't think you know what you're doing.
Was she moving it around in there? That's also
Mm-mm.
nasty. Oh yeah.
Oh. Mm-mm. I can handle tattoos. I cannot handle medical needles. I'm getting better about like getting blood taken,
hmm
but when I hit my head in May and I went to like the emergency room, the IV they put in there, I'm such a baby because like they leave it in or like whatever, they like tape it to you. And when I had to pee or anything, like mind you, my body is wrecked, my head is wrecked from what just happened. I'm crying every time I have to move my arm. I'm like, like I just don't put anything in my skin.
Yeah, no, it's gross. I mean, I can handle the pain. I don't want to look at it.
Mm-mm. That
I
makes it
won't
so much
look.
worse.
Yeah.
And I
No.
don't know why. I guess it's just knowing because I don't have like piercings and stuff. Like I feel like maybe it's easier for people that put earrings and stuff in and out of their ears. I don't do that because that also scares me. So just knowing that something goes through the skin,
That's nasty.
I would
That's why I
rather
don't
just
have
be
more
bleeding.
piercings
Y-
than
Right.
my ears because
Do
I
you
know
just have the two? Like one on each ear?
I have two in each ear.
Nice. Okay.
Um, but just like when I got my septum pierced, it's just like never again, ever.
I don't think I remember that. How long did you have it?
I was 15. I had it
Oh,
for a minute,
really?
but everybody was calling me like a bull and all that other stuff, and it made me not want to wear it anymore. So I took it out.
Oh my God. It wasn't one of those like giant ones, was it?
No, it was so tiny.
And then it became really trendy after that too.
I know. Now I
That's
wish I would have
so
kept it,
stupid, right?
but
If
oh
I could, if my body could do piercings, I would get them like all the way up the ear and just have all these cute studs and stuff. But
yeah, I know.
mm-mm.
Like I want the cartilage pierced like right here and right
Yeah,
here, and yeah, no, I know. I just don't think I can do it.
it's torture. Oh, we went to get, oh my God, I forgot. We went together to get our belly buttons pierced
Oh yeah.
when
Oh,
I
I
was
forgot
like
about that.
in middle school.
I forgot about that.
That took so much, like honestly, years of convincing for that to happen, just for it to reject. And then I did it again and it rejected again. Like,
Just for me to have never entertained the thought of piercing my belly button before because you wanted to do it, I was like, okay.
that was so cool. I had no idea you never wanted to before.
No, not really.
And I
Oh,
liked it because it was like the place where they numbed you. I didn't know that was a thing at the time. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. Bad idea. How long did you keep yours? Or did you?
a while. I
Really?
don't like the scar from it now.
I have an alien scar, dude. It's so weird. Yeah. Especially because the second time when I got it redone, because I think the first time I was just nothing really happened if I remember correct. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I got it redone and the second time I went to Netherworld for my birthday. Like I got scared and again, this was still in middle school. I got scared. I ran into something, hit my stomach, and it made it bleed a little. And then as the days went on, like if this is like the little bar and this is your skin that holds it in, it was just like less skin was there, less skin, until there was just like a thread of skin and it just crusted off and the ring fell out. And I was like, is that supposed to happen?
Oh no.
And I'm like, crazy. Like, we know I'm psycho about germs and stuff. I kept it clean. I cleaned it. I did everything I was supposed to. I remember what happened the first time we went to Six Flags. Mind you, I don't like roller coasters. Got on a roller coaster and banged me up and it hurt. It like was painful, like it was sore where it hit it. So I think
Hmm.
I just took that one out and gave up on it. And yeah, then the next time it just decided it wasn't meant to be there. And I bought it was I'm sure grandma got it for me, but like this eBay pack of like hundreds of belly button rings, the assortment. Sad days. Like
Now
I've ever
I like what do belly buttons look like? Not belly buttons, belly button rings look like now. Because we
I don't
don't have the
know.
Playboy bunnies. We don't have all these weird things.
Right. Like the
What do they look like?
neon or like the marbled
Yeah,
balls. I don't I feel like it's not as common anymore to have belly button piercings.
true.
And like I didn't even show my I was in middle school. I didn't show my stomach and I still really haven't that much since then. So like what is the point?
To get in the way.
Honestly. And it was that's what it was. I was had to be so careful about my pants, about clothes getting snagged on it. Like that's how I feel about my ears too. I was always scared of my hair getting caught in it and all kinds of crazy stuff.
I'm still shocked you don't have your ears pierced.
I've tried. I think I've tried 4 times The very last time when I gave up, you know the like clear, like cylinder shaped earring backs?
Hmm.
I had one of those in. And like it's so weird. I swear I clean them like I'm supposed to. I don't change them until, 6 weeks, months, whatever it is. The clear earring back one day I went and touched. My earlobe was huge. It was so tender, like I was screaming every time it got touched. The back of the earring was gone. It was inside of my earlobe. My earlobe
Mm.
swallowed the back of the earring.
Oh my God.
And there was, I mean, I guess I could have gone to the doctor. I was probably more scared to do that. But yeah, just for days, any touch would be like screaming in pain. And then one day I woke up, I touched it. There was something crusty on there, and I like pulled the crust off, and it was the earring back. It finally grew out.
I was, I was waiting for you to be like, it's still in there.
Oh my God, can you imagine? I just had like a hard, like plastic piece in my ear.
Mm-mm.
No,
Mm-mm.
it came out, and then I think that was when I was like, you know what? It's just not meant to be. Not my body.
Have they always been with piercing guns? Because I know I got my ears pierced with piercing guns.
Yep.
That's probably the issue, really,
Yeah.
because I hear because they pierce you with the earring. They don't pierce you
Hmm.
with a sharp needle. So it just damages your
Yeah.
skin all the way through.
I've seen the slow-mo of that with like within the
Hmm.
last year. It was like a side by side of the gun versus a piercing needle. And I'm like, how are they even allowed to use those guns?
I don't know. I don't know why.
Was it when I don't know. I don't think, okay, hold on. I don't think I was with you. I guess whatever. Shut up. Um, I saw inside of a Five Below they had a piercing station.
Yes.
No one was at it, but
Yep.
seriously?
Yep.
And like I know I got mine done at Walmart mostly because they used to do it back in the day.
Hmm. They don't do it anymore.
Mm-mm, definitely not.
Okay.
As they shouldn't, because that's insane. I will say for my piercing, it might have been the second time my belly button, we went to an actual piercing shop to get like a titanium bar
Hmm.
because we thought maybe whatever they're piercing me with was the issue. It still didn't make a difference. That looks so good.
I've been craving a Coke so bad. I haven't had one in several weeks.
You know what I feel like right now?
What?
Those little kids that stare at you and go, I like chicken nuggets until you give them one.
Guess what I got today?
Oh, crumble.
I think that's gonna be my last hurrah on Crumble. I'm gonna have to delete the app and
Bad. I had a phase like that too. It was like a couple weeks in a row. I was like, oh, I'm going near a crumble. Might as well try the flavors of the week. So what'd you get?
Oreo milkshake.
Okay. Was
Not
the
very good.
cookie brown or white?
It was like a cookies and cream cookie. So it was like a
Okay.
white cookie with Oreo bits in it, I
Okay.
guess.
That's not bad.
And then I was excited about the blueberry cheesecake. Disappointed.
Why?
Um,
Did it have that goo on top?
yeah. The blueberry, if it was like a strawberry, I think it'd be pretty good.
Okay. I've tried a cheesecake one before. I want to say like raspberry or something. I scraped that goo off the top. I didn't like it.
Well, the cookie's also like a graham cracker tasting cookie, and I don't know how I feel
Oh,
about it.
okay. I feel like that'd be pretty good.
It's good. Like, I don't know. The first bite is weird, but then you keep eating it and you're like, oh, okay, this is good.
It's kind of like that with a lot of the crumble cookies, though. The first bite is always kind of off, but then it's like, it's a cookie. And so you just keep eating it.
That cornbread cookie still was like on point.
I've got to try that one day. Mm,
And I don't even like cornbread.
I know, right? Were
You
those,
know, in our family, and oh man, we do cornbread and milk or buttermilk. Have you ever seen this happen?
no. Oh
I'm pretty sure your grandma does it
my God. Like they put cornbread in the
in a
buttermilk?
glass
Uh-uh.
and pour milk on top of it. I've
That
had
is
it a few
so
times.
gross. That is so, like, soggy.
Yeah.
I could have gone my whole life not knowing that. Y'all want some cornbread buttermilk? I could just hear it right now. I was telling somebody that I met on set the other day. She was from Omaha, and I was like, "Oh, you have like the like zero accent of anything." And then I got onto my accents, and I was like, "Well, I don't know why I'm not more country because like literally half of my family is like, we're gonna go to the store today, y'all. Y'all need anything?"
Yeah.
What? Like, how does that happen? We like live down the road. Like, what do you mean?
You train yourself like I did, I
I don't
guess.
want to. Take it away. I would rather have a fun accent than I think I watch too much Kardashians, to be honest with you.
When did you start watching that?
In middle school, I think. It's been a while.
Did you have a country accent before then?
I don't I don't know when the switch happened, but when I watch home videos of me as a toddler, 100% very country. I'm gonna have to find some and upload them.
I've always gone for the notion, which I mean, it's still true. It still holds up that people stereotype people with Southern accents as uneducated. So
100%.
that's why I always train myself not to have a very strong
Ooh,
Southern accent.
that makes sense. But that makes me want one even more.
I
So
know.
people assume that, and then I'm like, but I'm smart.
Yeah, I know. Now I kind of wish I had one. Like,
Right.
I have a master's degree. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. Someone tries to say something, you whip out your degree and be like, who's stupid now?
Right.
That'd be very satisfying. But was that those two the only crumble flavors you got?
Yes, I didn't get a 4-pack this time.
Ugh. Do you know what other flavors they had?
Buckeye brownie,
Wait.
which is a chocolate cookie. I don't think you'll like
Oh.
that.
Mm.
And oh, the one with the biscotti cookie. It's
Hmm.
like white chocolate chips and there's a biscotti cookie on top.
Oh.
I
I don't
have
think I've
had
ever
that
had
one
one.
before.
Really?
That was the first one that I had, my first crumble
Oh.
experience, actually.
Good or not?
It's okay.
Okay.
It's just all right.
Interesting. Hmm.
Yeah. They also had a caramel sheet cake, which I was interested in, but I did not get. Now I kind of wish I had instead of the Oreo one.
That would have been probably so good
Hmm.
because I went and spent the day with grandma the other day and we went to Scoops ice cream and
In
I
Covington?
they have one in Forsyth. She was down at Terry Lynn, so I went down there.
Good grief, how many scoops do they have? I thought it was
Apparently
just
it's
like
like a
two.
chain. And because there's one in Monroe as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I tried salted caramel for the first time. I've never had that before. Oh,
Oh, really?
it was
So
so
good.
it's so good. Like I'm considering getting one tomorrow. It was so good.
Yeah, no, salted caramel is bomb.
And it had these, it was almost like a chocolate chip, but it broke very easily, which made me think there was caramel inside of that as well. God, it was,
Mm.
oh, I've never in my life. It's fine. I stopped drinking sodas again, but I haven't quite made it to 100% no sweets. I don't allow myself to like get anything at the grocery store, but like how I did the other day. It might have been, was that even, that was yesterday, I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
So,
I mean, I don't know. This is the first soda I've had in forever. I've kind of switched over to green tea.
oh,
Been on a green
oh
tea
yeah, you had
kick.
some of that
Yeah,
when I was there.
yeah.
I can't get behind that. I could do Milo's fake sweetened tea, like 0 calorie tea.
Mm-hmm.
It's all gonna kill us, so I mean, I don't care as long
It
as it
is
just
gonna kill
doesn't,
us.
I don't know.
I just, I'm trying to do better with my gut health
Mm,
because, 90% of your serotonin production is in your gut.
yeah, yeah, that's what they
So
say.
I'm like, maybe if I start to normalize my GI tract.
Hey, it can honestly really help a lot. Because even though, like, when I'm eating really, really bad, I get that, like, temporary satisfaction from the food. But then when I'm eating better, I just overall, like, not just like a physical thing, I just feel lighter. Like I feel
Hmm.
just good.
But you know what I'm planning to do is I'm gonna go on a juice cleanse.
Man.
I love juices.
Yeah, no, the juice itself is fine. It's only having liquids that gets me. But
Well,
good.
I'm gone 4 weeks without food before. I'm pretty sure I can handle like 3 days.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I wish you the
Mm.
best of luck. If it works and it's good, I'll try it too. So let me know. Or maybe we should do it at the same time.
I'm ordering mine online. I know it's going
Hmm.
to be a little bit pricier, but you think I'm really going to blend up juices every day, multiple times a day? That's not going to
Right.
happen. I'm going to order some, mostly because my bridesmaid's dress,
Hmm.
I need like an
Oh.
inch around the bust, man. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
just like,
it?
yeah. And I mean, it zips, but they're just out there. So I got to rein it in a little bit.
So when are you doing that?
Not next week, not the week after, the last week of March.
Okay. I might try to do that with you.
I'll send
Like
you the website that I looked at. I bought another pair of Vans. I gotta stop.
platform?
Yeah,
Nice.
they tie up this time.
What do they look like? What colors?
Beige
Ooh,
and white, or
okay.
tan and white, whatever.
Okay, so it'll
But
go with a lot of stuff.
they're called New School, and they remind me of the skater shoes that dudes wore in like middle school, where they're puffy.
Those huge things?
That's what they remind me of. It has such a cushiony tongue, like it's
Oh no.
huge. I don't know why. And it took me like 30 minutes to try to lace them up right, and it's too much.
I'm picturing those shoes and I'm oh like not yours, but the actual skater shoes are so
What were
gross.
they called? I mean, why do I keep wanting to say Heelys? I know it's not Heelys, they're things with wheels on the bottom.
Right.
What are they?
Chunkies. I don't know.
Damn it. That's gonna drive me nuts.
Well, here, I'll look it up.
But you know, like what's hilarious is that my nephew, the stuff that the fashion that he's into now, like what's in style
Uh-huh.
for his age group, just makes me like disturbed.
Like what?
Um, Jinko jeans, like
Uh-uh.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Those are not coming back.
Uh, they have
You're
for
joking.
no, I'm not. I'm not joking.
Why?
I don't know. And then, oh God, I can't remember the brand. I'm gonna have to ask him about it and send it to you so you can post it on the podcast, like on the promos. But it's just those shirts that you think of from like 2007, where they're all graphic-y and they have like crosses on them and stuff like
Oh,
that.
like Chris, it reminds me of Chris Angel when I think of stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. But there's a brand and it's very like hype right now, and
Oh,
I'm just like, you got to be freaking kidding me! Like, I don't know
I'm
what this
kind of
is.
here for that. I'm kind of here for it.
Mm.
The only thing,
Etnies,
what?
Etnies.
That's the
Those big old
shoes?
shoes.
Oh, okay, because the only thing I'm finding is Duff's.
There were like DC shoes, but I think Etnies were the big puffy ones.
Ugh, burn them. Not yours. Yours might be cute. I have to see
They're
them
pretty
before I
cute.
can say. I'm sure they
They're
are,
pretty
because
cute.
all your other shoes are. So let me ask, have you heard about the Willy Wonka experience in Scotland?
No.
Oh, thank God. This is gonna be so much fun.
Oh God.
So throughout this story that I'm going to tell you, I have some pictures of it that I'm going to send once I get to those parts, and I'll just send them to you so you could see them, and I'll probably, put them in the video later. But basically, there was a Willy Wonka experience advertised happening in Scotland, okay? It was supposed to be like this immersive experience to like the world of Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, whatever. Tickets in US dollars cost about $44 per person.
That's it?
That's it. For a really nice, wonderful experience. Okay.
Hmm.
For some backstory, it was created by someone named Billy Cool, who is the director of the House of Illuminati, which, according to the company's website, is a realm where fantasy and reality converge to create unparalleled immersive experiences. Sounds promising, doesn't it?
Oh God.
It was definitely a one-of-a-kind experience, I'll say that. So let's start with the ads. The ads were seemingly created by AI. People tried to reverse image search the images, they didn't show up anywhere. And the words were gibberish, which is on par with what AI does.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll send this to you in a second.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Okay. This is what it looks like. You can kind
Oh,
of see the candy and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
The words Catgating, live performances, Karchi Tons, Exarcer lollipops, a pass-a-dice of sweet teats.
No.
Um, I'm gonna go ahead and send that to you just so you have it. So that was the ad. That should have been like people's first red flag is that you literally can't understand what the ad is advertising besides Willy Wonka.
Hmm.
So, these excited
Oh, I
parents,
was like, who's texting
oh,
me?
Karchi tons. That's what gets me.
How odd.
Right. And so these excited parents with their children arrived to a warehouse that was essentially empty, decorated bare minimum. There were like cheap decorations. It was like sparse, right?
Spark.
Throughout. Like, and a bouncy house apparently, and there were a couple of backdrops placed, I guess, for photo opportunities. So I'm gonna send you those pictures, and I'm gonna let you sit with those pictures for a minute.
I'm nervous.
You should be. I'm so glad you haven't heard of this yet.
And that was just the first picture when I started laughing. I love the mushrooms.
It looks $44 worth, doesn't it? Not.
Oh God, that backdrop is
Right.
horrendous.
Like I could have put that together in like a day.
Well, listen, whoever bought it based on that AI generated ad, they kind of get what they deserve. I don't know.
That's just so messed up. Anyway, so they hired actors to play Wonka, the Oompa Loompa. I don't know if there were, I've only seen one Oompa Loompa picture, so I don't even know that they had multiple.
Oh no.
And apparently whoever put on this event gave those actors a script of 15 pages that was described as AI gibberish. Couldn't understand the script either. A couple of the actors have stepped forward saying like they didn't have any rehearsals, like they showed up the day of. Some of them showed up early to try to practice, and the experience wasn't even up and, ready to go yet. It was insane. Here's one of my favorite parts. They introduced a brand new made-up villain of the Willy Wonka world called the Unknown. He's an evil chocolate maker who lives inside the walls.
Huh.
But here's the real kicker. They didn't have any chocolate at the
None?
Willy Wonka chocolate factory experience. No chocolate. Do you know what they gave these poor kids?
Oh God. What
Each child got a singular jelly bean and a half cup of lemonade.
the hell? Why would they do this?
A singular jelly bean. You can't even fill up the bottom of a cup with some jelly beans. Like,
It's like
um,
Fire Festival
that's
for
what
kids.
that's what an article compared it to. Fire Festival. And people were so outraged that they actually called the police after they got there and saw how it was.
I'm calling the police.
Now, I don't know what came of that phone call, but that's what happened. And I forgot about the Oompa Loompa. There's this picture of the Oompa Loompa. I'm gonna send that to you now. I don't know what she's doing, but customers of this Willy Wonka experience overall compared it to a meth lab. And that's what this picture of this Oompa Loompa is giving. And her face looks like she's being held hostage also. Or at the very least, she's just really not happy with it.
It does look like a meth lab.
Like, I don't understand what that was for. Was she supposed to fake make chocolate? Is that the jelly bean station? I don't know. Um,
She looks like she's gone through it.
oh, I'm gonna send you a picture of the unknown now as well.
Oh
It
God, they have a
popped
picture of
out.
him.
Yeah, it popped out from behind a mirror.
What the shit? At first, I thought it was the Babadook.
Oh my God.
It was far away. I didn't realize his face was silver.
And then the last two I'm gonna send you are a side by side comparison of the Willy Wonka experience with apparently an episode of The Simpsons. I don't know if all the screen grabs are from the same episode or not, but it's a weird matchup that we have
Oh
going here.
God, Simpsons always predict stuff.
They really do.
Also, just let me say, and
Hmm.
not to say that all Oompa Loompas have to be little people, but she seems regular sized to me.
She is.
Okay.
Oh, that was incredible. It's like in all of Scotland, you couldn't find one little person to like at least have an accurate Oompa Loompa. But
We're gonna
I
get
don't
canceled for that.
know, you use the correct terms and everything. You can't get canceled.
That's true.
But yeah, some of the actors have stepped forward to share their stories on TikTok.
Oh, yes.
One describing it as a place where dreams go to die.
Oh,
And I don't know if the actors have gotten paid, if they're gonna get paid. I believe
probably not.
you would think not, right? I think maybe it was Wonka said it was like a $500 gig. Like that's a good amount of money. So
Hmm.
I don't know if anyone's gonna see that. Apparently the company, the House of Illuminati or whatever, is claiming they're gonna issue refunds to all the angry parents, but some people have claimed they haven't seen that refund hit their account yet.
Of course not.
And the venue that they rented to do this has agreed to, I don't know if they're just providing the space or if they're providing entertainment, but they're hosting an event for the people that have bought tickets to the Willy Wonka thing as like
Hmm.
a sorry that our event space did this to you. Even though, they didn't put on the event, someone else did, but at least someone's trying to make it right. And like, my God, what is like Scotland is I own land in Scotland. I'm a lady of Scotland. What are we doing? What are we doing, people? How am I supposed
Um,
to come home?
what did Willy Wonka look like?
Oh, I can show you. I have to Google. I didn't actually save a picture of him.
Oh no.
Oh my God. I don't mean to laugh. It's just exactly what you would expect a Scottish Willy Wonka to look like.
Oh no.
Oh,
These
I'm
poor
hot right
people.
now. I'm so hot right now. I don't know. I would definitely be mad if I spent $44 on that. But how funny and iconic would it have been to have been a part of that and like show up and be like, what is
I love being a part of terrible things because then you get to
that?
laugh about it afterwards.
Yeah. So we missed out on that one. But
Yeah.
it's been Twitter has been like an uproar. All the memes, all the jokes. It's been nothing but Willy Wonka experience on Twitter for me. So it's been pretty good. In other news,
Hmm.
have you heard that Kate Middleton is missing?
No. What?
The internet is a bunch of clowns.
Hmm.
So, January 17th of this year, Kensington Palace
My
announced,
birthday.
oh,
Anyway.
duh, I knew that. Oh my God. I don't know why that didn't click. So, yeah, when we were busy at Dave and Buster's,
Yeah.
Kensington Palace announced that the previous day, Kate had gone to the hospital for planned abdominal surgery. and was unlikely to resume any of her public duties until March 31st. First of all, we don't know what that planned abdominal surgery is. And to me, that seems like a long time. Like, if I was a royal, I would do it too. But that seems like a long time to recover from an abdominal surgery. March 31st. It's not even March 31st yet.
Yeah.
That's fine. January 29th, she allegedly returned home. And even though it's still not the 31st, the long break in not seeing Kate has caused the internet to go wild. Conspiracy theories are running rampant. And
What do these people say?
well, first of all, to make matters worse, to add fuel to the flame, Prince William on February 27th canceled an appearance citing a personal matter. That also concerned people.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into some of these conspiracy theories. Number one, she had a life-threatening illness that she was fighting off and recovering from. It's
Okay.
possible. People get illnesses. Not too weird. Number two, she was in an induced coma. Don't know for
For
what.
what?
Don't know. They're just like, coma. She hasn't been seen. She's in a coma. Another theory is that her marriage to William is on the rocks and she's in hiding.
Probably.
Another theory, and oh my God, like this is giving Diana minus the body double part, but another theory is that she's been killed and is eventually going to be replaced by a body double. I don't know. I feel like the royals are sinister.
Oh
And
yeah.
I do think they killed Diana. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I am
and
inclined to agree.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. And I hope they don't come after me for that. Those are the more normal ones,
Okay.
including, I guess, the marriage to William being on the rocks kind of included that he may have cheated. It's giving Prince Charles or King Charles, whatever he is. Anyway,
Did he die yet?
no, but he recently
Is
announced he
about
has
to?
cancer, I think. So,
Mm.
yeah. That
Mm-hmm.
was another thing that I think someone was so saying, like when he dies, Prince William becomes the king, right? So like someone doesn't want Kate to be the queen after. Um,
I was about to say probably the queen, but then I forgot that she died.
which is also weird, so random, and just a thrift store in literally the middle of the country. I found this plate yesterday.
No. Did you buy
No, God, no.
it?
She killed my Diana. If it was Diana, I would have bought it.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm so obsessed with Princess Diana. Also, it's too, if I was like cooler, like just a better person, hotter, all of that, then I would believe that I'm her reincarnated because she died in 1997. Anyway,
But one in 1997. Is it before you were born?
I want to say August, but acting like a fake
Maybe.
fan. Let me see. August. I was right. Okay, back to Kate. Let me get into some of my more favorite conspiracy theories about why she's gone. She got a BBL and is healing. She got bangs cut and they looked bad, so she's waiting for them to grow out. And here's my personal favorite. We're gonna tie everything in together here right now. Kate Middleton is the unknown, and she's trapped in the Willy Wonka experience.
Oh no.
I would
Full
just like
circle.
full circle. And to close it out, I will say she has since been photographed on March 4th through the window of a car, but it was grainy, so people are theorizing that that is the double and not, in fact, her. I guess we'll find out eventually.
Where do they get these body doubles from? Just
I
like
don't
Avril
know.
Lavigne. Like what?
Right. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
That's when I start, almost every time we speak, I say, I don't believe anything. That's why, because stuff like that could really be happening. You never know.
You never know.
All right, doing some AITA stories. Okay, here we go. AITA for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage. I, female 30, don't have the best relationship with my husband's mom. Since day one, she tried to make remarks and compare me to her. She then tried to get on my good side and started overly praising everything I do and sometimes even copying me, like that one time when she literally dyed her hair purple just like mine. And when everyone pointed out how ridiculous she looked, she blamed me and accused me of trying to make a joke out of her. So, anyway, my husband and I took 2 weeks off to go visit some places out of the country, tourism, in other words. The thing is, I was the one who saved up for and arranged the trip. My husband was responsible for booking the tickets. My husband's mom wanted to come along and threw temper tantrums when I said no. She called, texted, sent people to talk to me into to talk me into letting her come, even threatened to call the police and make some complaint to get us to stay if she can't come. My husband said we should just take her, but I told him he was wrong to tell her about the trip in the first place. He gave me an ultimatum. He said he wouldn't go if she can't come, and I told him I'd gladly call his bluff, which made him take the words back and say, "Fine, I'll tell her to stop it because we won't take her." Things got quieter, suspiciously quieter. The day of the trip came, and we got to the airport at 2 p.m. My husband was walking ahead of me and looking left and right like he was looking for someone. I asked him, but he didn't respond. He led me to the waiting area, and the first thing I saw was his mom standing there with her luggage. I froze in my spot. I felt a cold wave wash over me. I was fuming inside. She and my husband were hugging. That's when I quietly turned around and started walking towards the exit. My husband followed me while shouting at me to stop. He tried to stop me, but I told him off the harshest way possible. He tried to say I was overreacting and that his mom was there anyway, and I should just let it go and not mess the trip up for us. I told him he and his mom could still go, and I was going home. I went home and sobbed into my dog's fur for several minutes. Turned out he booked her a ticket without me knowing. An hour later, he came home yelling and raging about how pathetic and spiteful I was to walk out and go home and ruin the trip last minute. I told him he caused this to happen. He said that I was being so hard on his mom, it's ridiculous. I refused to fight anymore, but he kept on berating me, then called my family to tell them the trip was canceled because of me. My family said I shouldn't have ruined it for myself and I should have sucked it up and done my best to enjoy it. Did I overreact? I
I'd be
don't,
pretty pissed.
I know, right? I mean, if someone's like that toxic, that's a lot to have to deal with on vacation. I'm sure there's like snide comments that are constantly made.
Hmm.
I think she's correct. And honestly, I feel like within families, we make those thin little threats like, if you're not ready in 5 minutes, I'm leaving without you.
Hmm.
I would love to actually do that one day. No one ever follows through, you know?
Yeah.
I would love to be like, I don't want to be in her situation, but if I was, I would love to be like, stand my ground. I'm not going because she's here. I'm out of here.
Dude, and then I would have like as he got home, like I would have gone to the airport by myself and
Right.
went
Especially
on
if
the
she
trip.
paid for the trip. Yeah, she should have gone and been like, husband, you can't go either. Like,
That's messed up.
that is. But that's like another thing that deters me from like wanting to date and stuff. Like, imagine if the mother-in-law is just a nightmare and you just have to deal with I can't. I wouldn't.
Mm-mm. I just got a
Mm-mm.
cold chill thinking about
Just
it.
thinking about it.
I would hope to have a good relationship with my mother-in-law, not like that.
I don't think I could continue if I didn't.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I feel like I don't like conflict, and that would be constant conflict. Telling your husband choose between like me or your mom. Unless
Hmm.
like they didn't have a relationship with her either. Like,
Yeah.
then that's a whole nother set of red flags. Like, why don't you love your mother? Like,
All right. So this one is called the pasta sauce. It's not a
uh-oh.
question, I guess, because I got it off of the list as well.
Okay.
Um, all right. Okay, this sounds dumb, but hear me out. I have always been a picky eater, especially when it comes to tomatoes. Ever since I was a kid, my dad would make my spaghetti different from the rest of the house. I like having an essence of the sauce flavor on the noodles, but not the overpowering flavor having noodles bathed in sauce creates.
Word.
So You were gonna empathize with her. So here's where it gets a bit odd. My dad would separate my spaghetti from the families after putting the sauce on and then would rinse the sauce off with the sink and strainer. I love noodles like this as it is a nice subtle tomato vibe given to the mild spaghetti. My me, 20, um, boyfriend, 26, has known about this since we first started dating. He always told me my food habits were cute. We have been dating for almost 3 years now and moved in together at the beginning of the pandemic so we could be in lockdown together. Okay, that age difference, and they've been together for 3 years.
I didn't even
She was
clock that at
17.
first. I didn't even clock that you said
Me
that.
either. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay. It just got another layer added to it.
yeah. This is just I don't like this now.
Mm-mm.
I know whose side I'm taking. All right. Ever since we moved in together, he insisted on taking charge of cooking and all cooking related tasks, in parentheses, dishes, grocery shopping, etc. And he assigned me to the role of cleaning the bulk of the apartment. We split other tasks pretty much 50-50 too. Everything was perfect, and he always seemed to be making noodles the way I liked them when we had them. This was until last week when we last had spaghetti. We ate and everything was good, but afterwards he started teasing, saying things like, "You really like your pasta with an essence of tomato. And how was your tomato essence, babe?" Always using finger quotes around the word essence. After a
Hmm.
few comments, I felt something was off and asked him if he had done anything differently with tonight's noodles than he usually does, and he started laughing. When he finally stopped laughing, he told me the whole truth while smirking. He said, "I didn't do anything different than I usually do. I've never been making it the way you requested." Apparently, the entire time we've been living together, he's just been skipping the pasta sauce on my noodles entirely. He claimed that I didn't notice for this long, then it shouldn't matter that he is making dinner in a way that is easier for him. I disagree entirely. I think the lying was a huge breach of trust, and so was the refusal to make dinner how I wanted. I've admittedly been acting passive aggressively to him since, but he thinks he did nothing wrong, that I'm overreacting, and that I need to let it go. Am I the asshole?
No, not at all. That would send me into a spiral. Genuinely. How
She's
dare
been
you?
eating naked noodles.
Which that's fine. It's the principle of it. How dare you lie to me this entire time? How old was he again?
26.
Yeah, at your grown age, and you're gonna lie about noodles? Unacceptable. Mm-mm. She should leave him.
I need to go find the original post
Hmm.
and see if people commented being like, "This age difference? Like, what?
Right. That's another
What are you
thing. If
doing?"
they were both really young, I would be like, well, I don't know. He's immature, but like, bro's pushing 30. Why are you lying about noodles? And furthermore, if you love someone, why are you not making the things the way they want to make them?
Right.
Just let them make it themselves, if that's the
Yeah,
case.
that's true.
You're being very sinister doing that. Like, so yeah, he's in the wrong. Both of these situations, the men were in the wrong, the women were right. Nothing new. Like, okay, this week's song of the week, because it's been on repeat for me, is Interlude, full length, in parentheses, by Kelsey Ballerini.
All right, cool. My PSA is always clean your lint trap so your house doesn't catch on
Ooh,
fire.
that's a good one. Love that.
You've been listening to the Straight Crooked Podcast.
Bye.
Bye.